gonna have difficulties in life, especially as a man, as you grow older, getting into your 20s, have responsibilities. You're gonna have to swallow a lot of uncomfortable truths in life, and it's like when we turn 20, we feel like we have the whole world ahead of us. We still feel innocent, young, wild, and free. But as your 20s go on, life kicks you, life smacks you, it lifts you up, it breaks you down, it tumbles you over, pokes at you. And you're gonna get tossed around a little bit in your 20s, and you just have to accept this. It's just part of life. We live and learn. And it's all about going from a boy to a man. And I feel like a lot of men do that at some point in their 20s. Some men have very harsh, very solid father masculine figures who can fix that frame earlier and instill it in the men while they're still teenagers. But I feel like especially in this generation, a lot of men are growing up later. A lot of men are having to face reality, for themselves. A lot of men aren't being guided. A lot of men now are, emasculated. The fathers that are raising the boys are not the masculine of men. My father included. Love him to death, great man. Wasn't the most masculine man. Didn't teach me a few things that I really needed to know. And that's okay, I have no resentment whatsoever. But ultimately, guys, masculinity, we know there's a war on masculinity. But we have to, understand the trends and do what we can. And the main thing is taking responsibility and becoming the man that you need to be. And that, I went down that path a little bit later than I'd like to. Here at 29, still trying to figure everything out. And, life is not meant to be figured out in your 20s. But, I've had a lot of success, and a lot of people would look up to me, but also, I have a lot of shortcomings and things I still need to work on. And, that's what this is all about, documenting my journey, helping people out, sharing my stories, my experiences, trials and tribulations. And guys, you have to grab life by the balls, because if you don't grab life by the balls, life grabs you by the balls. If you don't play the game, you get played. And you have to understand that nothing good came easy. You have to work hard, you have to work smart. And this is life, guys. You have to find joy in the journey, because life is all about the journey. And I think a lot of the problems, one of the biggest problems our society is facing now is preaching monk mode and isolation, and do it all yourself, solo dolo. And everyone does need to have those phases of life where they're alone and they give themselves time to figure themselves out. But as I've said before in many videos and will continue to reiterate, the main thing lacking in our society now is community and social. After high school, after college, people split and begin to isolate. And unless people just have like vibrant social circles, I feel like a lot of people are becoming more and more lonely. And we can't confuse this monk mode with just like isolation, loneliness, cope, because like I went down that road personally. Living alone, working for myself. It's a dangerous place to live alone and be self-employed if you're not in a good headspace. Like if your mental health is not 100, you're fucked. And that's been my reality, because I'm in charge. I'm my own boss. It's all on me. When I'm having a bad day, I fucking have to push through. I don't have a choice. I can't just cope out or call out of work or, this or that, because it's all on me. And that's a beautiful thing. Life is a beautiful thing when you realize that you're in charge and your reality is all your fault and no one else's. And it's all about accepting that and coming to terms with that. For the longest time I played the blame game. I played the victim. Poor me, this, that. And Sometimes I still feel myself wanting to play that card, but then I look in the mirror and realize how blessed I am, how far I've came, how much work I have put in, and how much life I still have left. So, guys, life is about owning the now. It's about learning from the past, preparing yourself for the future, but owning the now and embracing the present. Don't get caught in this endless loop of working a job you don't like, numbing yourself out, hanging around people you don't want to, mindlessly scrolling. You have to be more present and snap out of that. And utilize the time you have, utilize each day you have, because the days are long and the years are short, guys. Each day you have so much time and energy. You just have to manifest and channel that. Don't wake up and be blinded and be numb and be groggy. Take control of your life and start taking action. Because you're going to start having regrets sooner than you think. In my 20s, I've had a ton of regrets already. And now is my inflection point. Now is my time to continue to do right and continue on this path and excel, or to sink back down to the swamps of the lower echelons of society with the sheep and to just live miserable, uncomfortably comfortable, stuck in that comfort, that American comfort zone that all of us just live in and thrive in. I don't want to be another one of those people, and I don't know about you. So I'm going to continue to conquer and gather resources so that I can protect, provide, and provision for the future. It's been a little bit since I uploaded, guys. I've been going through some struggles, I'm not going to lie, but it all makes us who we are, and I'm very thankful, humble, and hungry. Take care, guys.